taking a little trip down memory lane. Remember that retro meatloaf video I did? Straight from my granny's cookbook. If you don't, I'll drop a link below. But yes, it's that one. It basically looked like a log of ground beef. So today we're going to revisit that classic recipe, and actually we already have, as you can see. We've given it a bit of an upgrade to see if we can take it from nostalgic to next level deliciousness. So let's hop in the time machine, rewind a bit, and I'll show you exactly what I changed. Let's get cooking. Let's get started. This is what we're doing today. And like I said, we're going to see if we can make this meatloaf better. So we've got our breadcrumbs, our onions, our eggs, our homemade tomato jam. I thought I did a video on it, but I couldn't find it. Worcestershire sauce, the onion Lipton soup. Oh, my garlic's back here. Yeah, I'm cheating here a little bit. Pepper, salt, smoked paprika, and zucchini, which I'm draining. I'm gonna get the hamburger out and we're gonna get to mixing it up. All right, we have our 2 pounds of ground beef. We've got our dry ingredients. 1 cup breadcrumbs, 1 teaspoon salt, pepper, salt, pepper, smoked paprika. There's probably a little bit more black pepper, probably a heaping teaspoon. And then our Lipton onion soup mix. I'm going to get that all poured in. And now I'm going to move to our onions and our garlic. Now we've got our onions and garlic chopped up. And I did not use all those onions. I think I used 3 just so that it was about the size of a large onion, and the garlic was 4 cloves of garlic. So here I have mixed our 2 eggs, our half a cup of milk, our 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, and 2 tablespoons of our tomato, bacon, onion jam. Let me get that poured in and get it all mixed. Wait, I forgot to tell you about our surprise ingredient. A cup of homegrown shredded zucchini. I was going to use 2 cups, but once I got the water squished out of it, pushed it down, it was a packed cup of shredded zucchini. Now I'm going to mix it. I wanted to show you my meatloaf pan that I inherited from my mom real quick. There's that cough. Goodness, excuse me. I have never used a meatloaf pan that has that little drainy thing in there. So anyway, our meatloaf is mixed. And now it goes in here. It's going to bake at 375 for about an hour. Might be a little more with the zucchini in it, but let's get it in the pan. All right, I've now topped it with the rest of my tomato bacon jam I made. I think it's tomato bacon onion jam. Anyway, in the oven, 375 for at least an hour most likely. And hopefully it tastes good. I think I usually only do a pound of hamburger when I make meatloaves, because my regular meatloaf pan is like half the size of this, I think. So I'm glad I decided to use this today. So it would all fit. All right, real quick, I just wanted to go over the ingredients again. Remember, this was my granny's recipe. So we did the Lipton onion soup. We did 2 pounds. I changed that to 1 cup of breadcrumbs. 2 eggs I left. I did not do water or ketchup. I then added 1 cup of zucchini, 1 large onion, 4 garlic cloves, half a cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, a half a cup of tomato jam, and a teaspoon of salt, pepper, and paprika. Now, the breadcrumbs was my homemade breadcrumbs that I did a video on. Eggs are from my chicken. Onion and zucchini is from my garden. If you don't have them on hand and you want to go buy them, then you can do that. But let's wait till the end and see if this is any good, okay? All right, we've got an hour. The meatloaf is done. That looks amazing and smells so delicious. All right, we're gonna let it sit for just a little bit while we make some mashed potatoes and some corn. Yummy, yummy, it's that time. We got some mashed potatoes and corn. That's what I love with my meatloaf. And I like a lot of pepper. But first, let's see if the meatloaf is cool enough to take a bite of. I took it right out of the middle. That way I can be sure it was done. And yeah, that has a lot more flavor. But I want some of the top that has the, there's not, you can't really see it much of that tomato jam. So I think I would make sure I had a little bit more tomato jam. And I think I would add some to the top right at the very end, so you have that burst of flavor. But this turned out really good. Thanks to Kyle being in the kitchen, we have a full meal with some mashed potatoes and corn as well. This is Tina, the girl in the garden. Thanks for spending the day with me. I hope you'll try this recipe and see if you like it. It's a major upgrade from the recipe that was in my granny's cookbook. Just remember, hers didn't call for seasoning. It didn't call for onions. It just had that onion, the Lipton onion soup mix in it. So, this tastes a lot better. If you can give me a thumbs up, that would be great. Comment below. Tell me what your favorite add-ins. I can't even taste the zucchini in this. Tell me what your favorite add-ins for meatloaf is. Or tell me about some retro recipes that you do and you go, oh man, I gotta change this. All right, if you're not subscribed, I hope you'll subscribe and think about sticking around for more of these videos. Have a great day. See you next time. Bye.